Would you look at that? It's hero time. What do you mean no Wi-Fi? Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Hunt2Haunted back at it again with another video. You're probably wondering what's with the whole Ben 10 appeal. Well, folks, I'm here to tell you I have been a Ben 10 fan since, well, I was 9 or 10 years old. Now, it pains me to know that this is the Ben 10 we have now, but now I'm here to educate you about good old Ben 10. I'm talking OG Ben 10, the good shit Ben 10. I'm here to talk about their powers, species, and also planets that they're from. Do note, I will be excluding Eon because Eon was only shown in the live-action movie, not actually seen after that as an alien in the Omnitrix. He has been shown as a character and as a villain, but Ben has never mentioned or used the fact that Eon was the thing. So I'm just going to mark it as non-canon for now. That is not the case when I get to Nanomech, when I ever do Ben 10 Alien Force Aliens. But for now, I'm just doing Ben and his good old 10 plus others. I will be including Feedback. Now, Feedback, while introduced in Omniverse, was a big part of his childhood, essentially near the end of his summer vacation. Now, I also will not include anything from the reboot Ben 10 Omniverse. As I said, that thing's an abomination. So, I also will not include Spitter, Artiguana, or, damn, what's that thing called? Megawatt. I will not include Megawatt. The reason being is because Ben 10,000 is the one with those aliens, not exactly Ben at this time and pace. He does eventually unlock Artiguana and Megawatt, and is said to have Spitter in his Omnitrix, but I have yet to see or use it, but I will at least include it in Alien Force, I suppose, because in the title screen of Ultimate Alien, that's when we do see them. Oh yeah, I will also not include Rox or Squid Stricter because they are only canon to that one game literally no one remembers. So without further ado, let's get started. First up is our good old first ever transformation ever to happen to Ben is Heat Blast. Now Heat Blast is a Pyronite that lives on a star-like planet known as Pyros. Very fitting and interesting though because in Omniverse they released the predator of Heat Blast being Crabdozer, which is chased Kyber in a purple jungle-like field. So I don't really know if you'd call that a star, but I checked and Crabdozer also lives on that planet too, so star-like planet, I don't know what that means, but what the fuck, it's alien logic, I don't know. Now, back to Heat Blast. Heat Blast is a Pyronite, which means he is literally made of a heated up plasma-based alloy and volcanic rock for his body. He can, as you may guess, control fire, use fire for accelerated strength, speed, agility, controlling and absorbing fire, blasting it with many different types of pyrokinetic forms, as well as use it to help him fly. His tongue also appears to be on fire, so that is also interesting. It is also note that everything that Heat Blast touches does not exactly turn to fire, as at one point he did wear a yellow raincoat and it didn't set ablaze. Though, it's really funny how he sat in Grandpa Max's car and that cushion did set ablaze, so I'm guessing it was just easily flammable. Now, as for I won't display weaknesses because I probably won't remember them all, but I also will mention the fact that I think it was really funny that one time when Ben caught a cold, Heat Blast literally had cold powers and caught a cold and had ice-like abilities. I think that'd be a really cool alien. Man of action, send me up. We got Wild Mutt, and his species is a Vulpamancer. Oh, hello, focus. His species is a Vulpamancer, and he lives on the planet Vulpin. He's a very beast-like alien. He has no eyes, a very good sense of smell. In fact, that seems to be his whole shtick. I would love that power. And he's, other than that, he just kind of seems like an alien dog, you know? He's got the teeth, he's got the, talons, he's ready to, like, run around, like, much like, K9, but, since he's unable to see, he's kind of able to, like, smell where he's going, kind of like in an echolocation sort of form. Now, while not one of his strongest aliens, he does actually have enhanced strength, speed, and agility to go all with it. He did unlock an ultimate form, which I will talk about probably in the Ultimate Alien segment. Won't really give you a species because it's supposed to be an advanced species. Assume the planet's kind of the same as the planet. I'll just mainly talk about what they do and how they change for the species as they go. Coming up next, we have Diamond Head. Diamond Head is a Petrosapien that lives on the planet Petropia. In the Ben 10 movie, I forgot his name, dang it. In the Ben 10 movie, it is said that other Diamond Head-like alien that ventures with him is said that his species kind of got wiped out. His planet's still kind of there, but he's kind of on the endangered species list, so that kind of makes, you know, Diamond Head kind of rare, as much as his gem all over him is. Now, at first, when I saw this alien as a kid, I thought he was just made of, like, rock and diamond. That's not the fucking case at all. Diamond Head actually can control various of rocks, depending on what kind of gems can be in. Mainly diamond. He is also, made of the rarest material in the galaxy, which you know, smuggling. He also has enhanced strength, durability, and can also enhance his limbs to become any kind of weapon he chooses. And at one point, I think he even, like, cloned himself after, like, chopping a limb off. No, wait, that was somebody else. Never mind. Moving on. He can also reflect lasers, being that he is made of diamond and light can pass through him. He has figured this out on his first episode, which, good for him. Science. Science will get you through it. Coming up next, we have Accelerate. Accelerate is, pardon if I ever butchered these names, by the way. Not like I'm offending anybody except Man of Action, though he offended me first when he relaunched the reboot, so there you go. Accelerate is a Cancellarian. I'm hoping that's right. Cancellarian is also known for the planet Kinnet. And with Accelerate, I don't really know much of the planet. However, Accelerate seems to have wheel feet. This gives him very enhanced super speed. In fact, that seems to be his whole shtick. You don't want this smoke. His tail can also be used for enhanced strength. He's got claws that can, well, slice through some types of material. Not about steel, though. It is a cartoon, though, so wouldn't put it past it. Other than that, his speed can accelerate to make tornadoes, clones of himself, blur past enemies, and all that. Oh yeah, he also has a helmet to where if he's going at very enhanced speed, he's able to basically shut it like it's a motorcycle helmet, so neat. Next we have Gray Matter. Gray Matter is a tiny little alien that lives on the planet Galvan Prime. His species being Galvan, as you may imagine. Their whole shtick is just being tiny but very, very smart. Years of technologically advanced to basically be far superior to humans. Far, far superior to humans. Not bad for a bunch of frogs. Funny in fact, the creator of said Omnitrix was actually made by China. Azimuth, who happens to be a Galvan. So how about that? Has his little signature in the Omnitrix. Other than enhanced speed, I guess he kind of has like a good agility and reflexes. He really can't do too much when you're, you know, the size of a wallet. So, moving on, we have from small to big, we got Four Arms. Four Arms was Ben's one of his go-to aliens for being his muscle and his might. This dude being a Tetraman and being on the planet Koros. Tetramans are very, very strong aliens. Having 4 arms, as the name suggested, he has enhanced super strength, speed, durability, and he's able to jump at very high lengths. You know, basically do anything the Hulk can, you know, smash the ground, make an earthquake, clap his hands, make a sonic boom, you know, all that stuff. Fun fact, Tetramans, females, are much, much stronger than the males. And if they get into combat at a certain type of challenged arena, they might marry. Up next, we have Stinkfly. Stinkfly happens to be one of my favorite aliens back as a kid because this little Lepidopteran, hope I said that right, that lives on the planet Lepidoptera is a literal stink bug. As well as fly, can't really do much in the water because, you know, water doesn't do wet with thin wings. His tail is also able to slice any material as far as heavy as a steel like alloy, as well as shoot slime out of his eyes and mouth. I know, super gross. I did not, as I talk about Stinkfly, a fly flies near my phone. Interesting. I did not exaggerate when I said stink bug. Now, we did get a small glimpse of his planet, as they also revealed that Stinkfly also has a natural predator. I don't exactly know what the thing is, but I used it in my Mega Up Aliens, and I called it Dynasneeze, because it sneezes a type of toxin that makes you go sleep. So good shit. Maybe I should do a video where I show my aliens. Do note that those aliens, when I was younger, I borrowed some artwork, so I won't include those for copyright reasons. But I will include mine that I have made. So, I wonder how that works for Dynasneeze. Because technically, Dynasneeze originally was not my own design. I just used it, modified it, and made it my own alien. Shit, I think that would be copyright. I did, in fact, also borrow designs from Crabdozer and Hypnotic. I think that's what it's called. Natural Predator of Big Chill. I will review in a Alien Force. So, yeah. I'm getting sidetracked. I apologize. Moving on, we have Ripjaws, who is a Piscis volan on the planet Piscis, which is kind of like just a big ball of water. Now, as far as Ripjaws goes, as the name suggests, teeth is his go-to, his bread and butter, if you will. Ripjaws is known to rip apart steel-like and titanium-like alloy with his very bare jaws, as he has a wide jaw. He can hold very large things, shut up perverts, in his mouth. He's also able to breathe in underwater, turn his legs into a mermaid-like tail. His claws can also do a very similar thing to slashing. He also has a little light on his head, like an anglerfish. Now, it is fair to say that Ripjaws isn't really his strongest alien, though he does have enhanced strength and speed, especially in the water. However, if he's near heat or fire, he's not going to do so well, because he's a fish. He's literally a fish. In fact, there have been times where Ben is at his weakest when he is Ripjaws, when he is pretty far from water, as he's trying to get to water and doing the whole thing that SpongeBob and Patrick did, where they go, water. He's gonna need water to live. He's a fucking fish. Now, while he can stand a couple of minutes without it, that's kind of all he can do. He's gonna need that water to breathe. He does have gills, after all. Up next, we have one of my favorite aliens, Upgrade. He is a galvanic mechamorph and lives on Galvan B, which happens to be Galvan Prime's moon for gray matters. Interesting, I know. Galvanic mechamorphs are kind of like a blob metallic alloy that can fuse with other metallic objects, not only improving their scale of functionality, but also enhancing or upgrading. I know. It is also, in fact, that he is a type of metal liquid. I at first just thought he was some sort of weird blob alien that just so happened to fuse to machine and technology and just make it better. Yes and no, but he also has a laser in his eye. Cyclops logic. Okay. He has, you know, being a being of metal, he's very sensitive to magnetic fields. Understandable. So moving on. And finally, for his original 10, we have... Focus. For his original 10, we have Ghost Freak, an ectoneurite on the planet Anur-Phaetos. Now, Ghost Freak is said to be a being of plasma and ectoplasm, as he can easily go through solid objects, be invisible, basically anything a ghost can. He also has weird tentacles in his stomach. I know, kind of weird. He also has enhanced strength, as, you know, being a ghost, you can sort of do that. It's also hinted that it's always nighttime on his planet, never to see the sun. That's because when Ghost Freak escaped from Ben's Omnitrix and tried to attack him, much like a zombie or a vampire, he could not stay in the light. The only reason he could be in the light when he was Ben is because every time Ben transforms into an alien, his DNA is fused with whatever alien is selected. So, being as a human that could be out in the sunlight, sun was never really an issue to Ghost Freak. Though, the dark time does enhance his abilities quite a bit, especially during full moons. Moving on to the next couple of aliens, we have Cannonbolt, otherwise known as an Arburian Pelorota, on the planet Arburia. Fortunately, that planet is kind of no more, because that planet was destroyed, as it seems when Ben first turned into Cannonbolt, it is revealed that planet was in fact destroyed due to the plot of the episode being a giant weird bug tick thing. Though I find it very fitting that that is the alien that actually defeated and even destroyed that species in the end of the episode. Good touch, man of action. Good touch. Now, this alien has a very, very enhanced strength, speed, and agility when he's rolling around. In fact, his whole shtick is actually rolling around like a pill bug and enhanced speed, much like a tire. Its shell is also very, very hard and durable, to this point where Ben could even save Grandpa and his cousin Gwen from landing from the stratosphere onto Earth on a great impact where it only gave him a couple of bruises. So, good on him for that one. Wildvine, also known as a Florana on the planet Floros Verdansk. I assume that's some type of jungle or plant-like planet. Plant. Ha! Anyway, being as he is a plant, he can also control some parts of his... He does plant powers, okay? He is able to stretch his body at very long lengths, you know, very elastic. He is also able to regenerate, as a plant can pretty easily do. He is able to talk to plants. He is able to shoot these seeds on his back that secrete a type of neurotoxin that will knock out or even make his enemies sleep. He's also able to dig through the ground very well by closing his Venus fly trap. I do not mean that in a type of harsh way. I'm being serious. He has a Venus flytrap for like an enclosed part on his head. If he just closes that, he's able to dig through the earth at very high speed. He also has tentacles for feet, which I assume can be used for, you know, tentacle things. Bad. Out of the gutter. What did I tell you? His claws can also cut through, you know, varieties of material. So we also have that going for him. I think that covers Wildvine pretty well. Coming up next is Upchuck. Upchuck, there are actually, fun fact, 2 species of Upchuck. Both are called Gourmand, and they live on 2 different types of versions of the planet Peptos. One is unfortunately now destroyed, but I think it got regenerated back at the end of the episode. So, whatever. Upchuck is not, well, his strongest alien, but it can eat. That's his whole shtick, eating. He has tentacles inside of his mouth, which can honestly enlarge in his jaw and basically eat a variety of things. Then it can quickly digest in his stomach, shooting out an array of blast energy ball burp things. Yeah, this one was really creative. I honestly don't know how to describe this one. He can also absorb energy by eating it as well and shooting out this type of burping projectile as well. He also has enhanced agility, and that's kind of all he's got going for him. He's kind of a short, fat, rotund kind of alien. I can relate. Alright, coming up next we have the Halloween Trio. First known as Benwolf, we have Blitzwolfer. Name still kind of sucks. He is a Loboan on the planet Luna Lobo. His abilities acquire as much as a werewolf would. You know, the average, you know, strength, speed, agility, sharp claws and teeth, and apparently a supersonic blast coming from its 4 mouths. Excuse me? Blitzwolfer is able to secrete a supersonic blast howl from its mouth when it splits into 4. His power is also enhanced during the nighttime. That is fucking cool. As someone who is very weak and sensitive to high-pitched noises, I would honestly be scared of that, as much as of a werewolf fan as I am. Holy shit. Moving on, we have from what is known as Ben Mummy to Snarrow. I much like this name a lot better. He is a Thept Kufin and is from the planet Anur Kufos. His powers kind of describe as average mummy abilities, you know. He's able to control his bandages all over, you know, like their type of elastic wrapping, you know, abilities. He's able to disembody himself to absolutely nothing but wrapping in order to escape. He has elastic ability, agility, enhanced speed, sort of enhanced strength. Other than that, he's kind of just a pile of toilet paper. Moving on, we got from what is known as Ben Victor to Frankenstrike. I much like this name a lot better. He is a Transyllian from the planet Anur Transil. I'm sensing a pattern. Now, it is known that Frankenstrike, Snarrow, Blitzwolfer, and also Ghost Freak species share a galaxy, hence Anur in most of their names. However, considering that I believe Blitzwolfers is the far species of that galaxy, it's why the cousin doesn't really share the Anur part of it. Although, you know, Nighttime also enhances this species' ability as it has super strength, enhanced speed, agility, durability, and electrokinesis. It can control electricity from the generators on its back and shoulders to absorbing electricity on its own. How the heck one went from human to Frankenstrike looking, I have no idea. Cat, shut up. I will throw you in the null void. Next up is Ditto. No, not the Pokemon. But much like Pokemon, its whole shtick is learning Double Team. Oh wait, some of you don't know Pokemon. Hold on, let me explain. Its species is a Splixen and lives on the planet Hathor, which, in my opinion, I feel like maybe one of its species lived there, and the rest are just himself. Why do I say this? What's with the Pokemon reference? Well, let me tell you. Ditto's whole shtick is duplication. He is able to copy himself down to the cell, down to the brain, enough to where they have their own personalities divided amongst each other. In other news, they can make copies of themselves. And it goes by a lot. Like, he can do it like a bunch of times. To where there's more than just, you know, 10 of them. Next we have Guy. His species is known as an Opticoid on the planet Citra. I see what you did there. Oh, dang it, I did 2 eye puns. In fact, eye puns is this whole alien shtick. Other than his shtick, he can shoot lasers out of his many eyes all over his body, other than his face. His face has no eyes, ironically, but his body kind of makes up for that. I imagine if you poke one of their eyes, though, he's very sensitive, so there you go. He can shoot lasers, gamma rays, ice lasers out of his many, many eyes, because, okay. So, yeah, that's it for Guy. He makes a lot of eye puns. I don't think he can help it. Next up, we have Waybig, one of Ben's, early Ben's, strongest aliens, known as a Tacostar, and, well, doesn't exactly have a planet. You see, Waybig species are usually born from cosmic storms in the galaxy, and they kind of just wander around. Alright, speaking of cosmic storms, other than being super, well, way big, as the name suggests, he can also control cosmic storms and lasers by shooting them out of his hands, elbows, and forehead. He also has enhanced strength, speed, durability, strength. His armor has his own His armor has his own durability on its own, so that's the whole thing. His elbow pads and the fin on his head are also super sharp. So don't get hit by one of those, you know, other than the fact that he's freaking massive. Yeah, this Ben 10 alien's kind of insane. He beat the crap out of Vilgax more than once. He's kind of stopped Cthulhu God in his ultimate form. More about that another time. And he's also, well, beat the crap out of Kevin 11 when Ben 10,000 realized he was beating the shit out of his son. Don't mess with Daddy Ben 10. He will screw your shit up. Finally, the last alien, as I mentioned, was Feedback. Yes, I'm including him. Shut up, he's a cool alien. Being a species known as a conductoid on the planet, what was it called? Teslavar Nebula. Nikola Tesla. Okay, yeah, alright. I see what you did there. You get a pass again, Man of Action. Get a fucking pass. Being that he is a conductoid, he can also absorb and control electricity using his hands, tail, and antenna. He also has enhanced strength, speed, durability, and agility, to an extent. That more than makes up for his special ability, where he can not only absorb and enhance and release electricity, but all energy at once. In fact, this Ben 10 alien is so strong, it once hold the energy of a Big Bang about to happen. Yeah, this dude held back a Big Bang. He held back a black hole. He held back a laser of a virus alien that could destroy matter within seconds, as he did with this, species specimen at one point. But it came back in, Ben 10 Omniverse, as it said. It's hero time. I've been invaded. And yeah, that kind of just about does it for all of Ben 10's aliens. Or at least the ones he had as a kid. Feedback included. As I said, shut up. It counts. I might do a separate video where I review Ben 10 alien forces and, of course, his Omniverse aliens as well. But I just kind of wanted to get this one out of the way because it's a vacation. And I like doing more Ben 10 videos, except I hate this reboot because it can die. And what is with this fly buzzing everywhere? Make sure you like, favorite, comment, subscribe. It always helps the channel. More content following your way. If you do that, let's get on the road to making me an actual YouTuber. That'd be nice. And until then, my Ghost Type Nation, it's hero time. Wait, wrong saying. Stay ghastly. Bye.